Hello guys, I will make a breakdown of this nice effect in drag attack, which is pure HTML and CSS animation. So if I go a little bit right and create new website, I can go and open the studio for this website. Then I'll add one of the HTML chunks I prepared. So this is the one I need, and I'll open the browser's console to show you what's the HTML structure of this template. We have one element, and the most important thing is that the element is with overflow hidden. This is the parent element, and its rotation is set to 0 degrees. This way we will be able to rotate it later and create an animation with the rotation. You see. The next element is the child element inside the parent, which is rotated also to 0 degrees because later we will use that rotation. And the main thing is that we are able to show the child element partially because the parent element is with overflow hidden. And if we rotate the element, we can show it as a triangle and change its core. So let's start with the animation. I'll delete this one to start from scratch, and I'll import again the same template. I'll resize it because I need several templates, and I'll duplicate it twice. 1, 2. And now I have 3 such HTML chunks. And I'll order them for the animation start because I want certain starting state. I want them to look like one element. Okay. So this is our initial state of the animation, and now we will make the first. This is the first initial step, the 0 state, and the first step will be to rotate the first one, to resize it a little bit, and to make a triangle from the element, and also little rotation of the parent and little bit of movement. Let me resize it more to be closer to the square size. And also I'll change the color of this element. I want it purple. Okay, this is okay. So, second step of the animation. This triangle continue circling, moving away from the structure and decrease its size. Also, I want to change the color more to become even more purple, and I'll start with the next element. So what we have here now, we have the first element became a triangle and starts circling and going away. But while it's going away, I want the next element to start his movement also. So rotation here, little bit of resizing to cover half of the parent, and it needs more rotation and more resize. Okay. Actually, what I'm doing here from the studio is the same to do it from the console. They are 100% compatible. So when I rotate, you can see degrees here are changing. So rotate it. Let me do it minus 45 degrees, just for demo, and then make the triangle here. Resize a little bit, rotate a little bit, and move to the side. Okay, so we have the first two steps. The animation is a little bit slow. I want it 1 second, let's say. Okay, let's make it 2 seconds. Okay, so this thing. Okay, let's go to the next step. This element continue to go away. Let me check its rotation. Is positive rotation, so we continue its positive rotation and make it disappear with 0 width and 0 height. And the next element continue its positive rotation, move a little bit away, and getting smaller. Okay. Okay. So next step. Oh no, I need in this step to start moving this thing. Okay, rotation here, a little bit of resize, making triangle from this, rotation, and movement. I want the core to be different. Let's make it blue. I like this core. Okay, so what we have here, the first one starts, go away, and then the others are following him. Okay, so we go to the next step of the animation, where the positive rotation of this element continue, go a little bit more to the right, and making it disappear with 0 and 0 for the width and height. This element continue its negative rotation move a little bit to the side and change its size because it's getting smaller, getting away. And here is the last step. Continue negative rotation, clockwise, opposite to the clock rotation. Move a little bit more to the right. Let me make the color blue stronger when it disappears to shine a little bit, and the size should be 0 to make it disappear. And what we have now, the same effect we wanted. Okay, so let me save this as an object to the website we created. And now if I close the studio, we can see that our object has the effect we wanted. I will show you small trick now how to reverse the animation. So we have this animation here. I want reverse animation from nothing, triangles to appear, and then to form the structure, which is the initial structure of our website's animation. What I need to do, I just need to reverse the order of those animation steps. So the first step doesn't have point, it's initial one, but if I create another point, if it will have the same state, the same HTML state as the state before the point. So if I create point here, it will have the state of this point, the previous one. So I have the initial state and putting it at the end. I get the last state of the animation and set it as initial state. The second state, moving here, this here, and this here. And now we should have the reverse animation. Yes. And I'll save it as new animation. Okay. Set. Okay. 143. And I will get what I need directly from my previous work. I will get this JSON configuration here to make this animation to appear and disappear in endless loop. Update here. Okay, that's enough. So in the data of the website we have studio logic animation 0. When the initial animation ends, we are starting animation 143, and when 143 ends, we are starting the 0 initial animation again. I'll set this thing, and you can see infinite loop of the effect. So that's all, guys. You can create application with this approach just by using this effect. I'll show you what I did in the past. Here it is, the same effect. but I subscribed some elements to listen for clicks and perform this effect as appear and disappear animation. You can go anywhere in drag attack, and if you have rights for certain space to create your websites and engage your customers. That's all. For drag attack, I'll post more and more breakdowns, and we will get better with the technology.